What's up with it? It's your boy J 2 Times, and welcome to another episode of Tea Time with 2 Times. And today I have
CocoKelz.
Period.
And TheTerryBee.
Hello. And y'all know what the fuck going on. So let's get into it real quick. How was y'all's week?
Yeah.
Teacher bays.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was mellow because we had testing this week, so.
Oh, okay.
It
So
wasn't
real
that bad.
chill,
It
not a
was
big
chill.
deal.
Still working hard.
Still working hard. The girls are still working.
A hot mess.
A hot mess.
It was a hot mess. But, you know, I love what I do sometimes. But, yeah, it was okay. It was okay. Like,
Okay. Love that for y'all. So today we're gonna get into so let's start off. You see, I got the t-shirt on because all three of us are alumni.
Right.
of
From the Hill.
From the motherfucking Hill, from the Prairie View A&M University. And today, the illustrious, baby.
You know, everybody say the illustrious.
Yeah,
literally.
but we the real illustrious. 'Cause we just illustrious.
No,
Who the real illustrious?
us.
That's
Who the
it,
real one?
baby. The best HBCU in the world, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it. Now run and tell that, homeboy. So today our episode is basically going to be, we're talking about being Black in education. Point blank, period. Whether it's the teacher, the students, the paraprofessionals, the staff, faculty, and everything, just being Black in education.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get there, we finna warm things up with a little game of Let's Get Deep.
I get it.
Yeah, we're gonna get real deep, guys. I love getting deep.
Oh my God. This is supposed to
I
be.
love getting deep. You love getting deep. You love getting deep. So that's what we're gonna do.
Ooh, child.
So to explain the game, it's very self-explanatory. We're gonna get deep. So they have 3 categories: Icebreaker, Deep, and Deeper. For the girlies who want to go
For the
crazy.
Summer Walker fans.
Yes,
Deeper.
exactly. I'm one of them Summer Walker bitches. Because I like to go a little deeper. So what we're gonna do? Everybody's gonna take a turn, and we're all 3 gonna answer each other's question.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can pick whichever one you want.
Okay.
So it's up to you. If it's a little too crazy for you to answer, take your sip.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Do I
Yeah.
still have to read the card out loud?
I was finna say, and I thank you for saying that. You can also read it to yourself first and then read it out loud.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now I'm at the point where, like, if you don't like it and you feel like you need a little more challenge, you can put it back.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like challenges. So I'm gonna go deep because that's the first card. I'm gonna lead by example, so I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not a question for y'all. Let's see what deeper says.
Watch it.
Okay, cool. So it starts off. Deeper says, "Where have you always wanted to have sex but haven't?" I'ma start.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I'm too. Let me think. You know what? I would love. I feel like this. Fuck it, we ball. I want to have, just on some fun shit, I want to have sex in the club one day.
Like on the movie.
Like Usher.
Like on the movie.
Yeah, like on
Let's go to the
yeah, let's go to the fucking bathroom and rip your fucking clothes off right now.
Oh my God, them restrooms be nasty.
That's why we gonna stand up.
I don't even-
And
I
them
just-
stalls, you know the address stalls? You know them stalls small.
Oh my gosh, no.
I can barely fit in the stall by myself.
That's how I want to do it. I want to be like whatever nigga I'm with, I want to be like, babe, you sick, right? Oh my God, my nigga finna throw up, y'all. Hold on. Let me take him to the restroom. And then we get the biggest style. And I'm like, oh, he throwing up.
Why is the chest?
The chair squeaking. Talking about, yeah. Oh, he's so sick. And then we come out and he act like he threw up and like, yeah.
Not you already got it all planned
I literally have it all planned
That's
out.
a shame.
You know, I would say on a balcony.
Ooh.
Like, you know,
like an exotic destination.
Yes, you know, and hear the
good old
waves.
Miami.
The waves just clashing. Yeah.
I like that.
A good old Miami.
Miami
would be a nice place to do
Miami.
that with the beach and they got the nice
wave.
little apartments right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one
How
too.
would you
Hold
like
on.
mine then?
Period.
Mine would be like on a yacht.
Oh,
Popping champagne.
with
rose petals.
Rich bitch.
With rose petals.
I know that's right.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I like that. No, that's
I gotta
classy.
do that.
That's classy.
Oh, yes.
Baby, that's classy. Hold
I'm
on.
gonna be passing by on my boat.
You know my little
who is
swimsuit?
that?
You know, when you had a little swimsuit, you could just...
Just, that's it. Talking about... Yeah, just let it drop
Look,
slowly.
you know when it drop, you gotta do this.
You gotta do one of these, yeah. Stop looking at me. Finna give him all the goodies. Don't look at me.
Bro.
Baby, no, that's good. I like yours. That's
Yes,
classy.
I
Yours
love
is
it.
good
Classy. That's classy.
Yours
I like
classy. I like
Champagne.
that. With some champagne everywhere. And we just keep popping champagne all night.
Ooh,
Talking about, yeah. Okay. Kelly, you get to pick whichever one.
Okay. I'm gonna do D.
Oh, period.
Ariana.
Periodic
Have you ever
table.
taken nudes in the bathroom at work? That is trifling. I have never. At work. Have y'all ever seen those TikToks or like those videos of people be at Walmart in a restroom with their panties out?
Girl, get your ass up, Deborah. Shit. That's why we ain't got no motherfucking tissue on our seats, because your ass in here trying to be nasty.
Oh my God. No, I have never. I would never do nothing like that.
Yeah, girl, that's
Catch
crazy.
a case behind it. No.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But
I ain't even got time to go to my restroom and do something
Get
like
up,
that.
Deborah, bitch. That's crazy. Yeah, don't
What
do
about
that. That's crazy. Cause don't do that. You don't do that. you don't do that.
He being sarcastic.
You know, in my younger days, cause I'm 28 now.
So what age what? 27.
And it was just, I was so young and I was just doing too much. That's why you can't do that now.
Oh.
But, I mean, the girls have had fun.
Period.
Period, as you should.
But I've always had, you know, I don't work in, first of all, if you're doing this while working in education, you're crazy.
Right.
I don't work in education.
Yeah.
So, but the thing, but doing it, hell no, I couldn't. I've done it. That was a long time ago. But my recent job, no. No, but and don't ask me to do it.
You really want to go like this? You make
Look.
me sick.
Oh.
It's your turn.
But no, I have not. Yeah, but I couldn't do that.
Me neither. My
I
mom be
won't
focused.
feel comfortable.
My mom would be
feel
focused,
comfortable doing
right?
number 2 in the restaurant.
My mom would not be focused on it. Like, what? You want what?
No.
No.
See, I'm glad I always had office jobs. So it was like, let me go to the restroom real quick and let me come back real quick.
Child.
And then you just keep typing.
I barely get a restroom break.
Okay.
Bitch,
Barely. You think that's on my mind? On something else on my mind in the restroom.
Like, be the fuck for real. Did you? Oh, no, you answered it. You said no.
Yeah. I'm going to just do Icebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It says boring sex more often, amazing sex less frequently.
Amazing sex less frequent. Oh, you're supposed to answer it first.
No, you answered it. You did your shit.
Amazing sex less frequently.
Why? Say why?
You know, give me like a little once a week, but if it's real good, it can last me to the next week.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's true.
Hello?
If it's good that
That's
one
true.
time, look, I ain't got to have it tomorrow. Just wait till next Friday or something.
Show the fuck
Right, your
down.
body's still trying to recover.
Okay.
Hello?
Legs still shaking. Legs still locked.
But no, for real, like I would. So I feel like shit. I do that now. I have amazing sex less frequently. I'd rather have amazing sex less frequently. Because like you said, that shit can really carry over. That shit can, if a nigga do it good enough, you'll be like, God, I'm good for the rest of the week.
I'm good for the rest of the week.
Like,
I'll see you next week, Daddy.
I'll see you next week, baby. But the thing is, like, boring sex do have, okay, so I'm not gonna,
Sex what?
Why you looking like
I'm not opposed to boring sex. Like, just a quick look. Imagine when you watching Netflix and you just like,
a quick little pump.
Yeah, a quick little 1, 2, a quick little,
Or when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, a quick
To
little
start off the
side.
day.
Ooh, baby, get my day started, baby. Yeah,
I can't do
I wouldn't
boring.
mind that either.
I can't do boring.
Now, boring all the time is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Boring all the time is crazy.
And that's what the card says.
And the card did say that. And you're right. You know what? The card said that. And going by the card, bitch, I'm going to do extravagant sex once a motherfucking week. That's definitely what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So, now that we're getting into the great stuff, that was great warming it up. Good job, ladies.
I'm warm.
Yeah, real warm. So I definitely want to be, like I said, so we're talking about being black in education. So the first thing I want to discuss is what are y'all's experiences with you being a black woman teacher and you being a black gay man, male teacher? Like, those are things that, especially you, because those are things in today's society, is common. When we were younger,
It was not common.
it wasn't a thing.
It would be like, the kids would be like,
What the
is
fuck?
this?
You know,
Right.
Mr. Such and Such is
Right.
like
Yeah.
this and this, that, and the third. But
Yeah.
me
Now-
knowing your bond with your kids is very strong. Like, I want to know exactly where you're coming from with that, as well as you. Like,
My experience has been like, honestly, it's been shocking because, growing up, like y'all said, we didn't have that. So when I first came in, I was like, dang, I don't know if the kid's gonna be receptive. But literally for the past 4 years, they have been the most supportive people in my life.
yeah.
Like, it does not matter. Like, them kids, like, first week of school, they're like already like, oh, Mr. Bernard, you're my favorite and things like that. And they know everything.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally like, you see them literally more than they see their parents.
Right,
So
right,
it's
right,
like
right,
they
right.
learn you,
Definitely.
you learn them,
Yeah.
they accept you. Like, they even open up to you like, oh, I've never, had like a male, like role model that's been gay, but like you open my mind to a lot. So it's like, it's been a great experience in that aspect. It's been a great experience overall. But like, my experience as being a black male teacher is, I knew how important that was growing up because I wanted more black male teachers. And that's one reason why I became a teacher. Because it's like, we need more black males in education.
Yes,
And
definitely.
being in education, you never, like, it opened my eyes to see, like, a lot of kids don't even have males in their lives.
Hello.
So, like, being a black male and, like, they grow up and they be like, oh, my teacher was, a black man. I can grow up and be that. I
Yeah.
can grow up and be anything. Because they don't have males in their life be like, oh, yeah, you need to go to college. You need to do this.
Yeah.
No.
And that's right, and that's very true, because I will never forget, like, so me growing up, I went to a predominantly black and Mexican high school. So me growing up, I remember I was far and few between with a daddy in the house.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Definitely.
And y'all know, like, do y'all remember when we was younger, that episode of Everybody Hates Chris, when he was like, growing up in the hood, it was only me and 4 other families with daddies. He was like, everybody else, like, did not have one. That was how it was growing up. Like, a lot of people looked to my father and like, oh, he's a cool dad. He's this and he's that. And I didn't realize that until, because in my head, I'm like, shit.
You don't realize how lucky you are to have a 2-parent
Exactly.
household.
Don't realize
Like,
how
for
blessed
real.
as fuck I am to
Definitely.
have a 2-parent household. Because I used to be like,
Dang, we all did. We all had
all
a 2-parent.
3 of us. We all come
had
from a 2-parent household.
Definitely.
And I remember being like, y'all daddies ain't y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, where the hell y'all daddies at? Like,
Where you
right.
at?
Where you at? So it's like, and I never forget, one of my friends in 9th grade, he literally was like, and I always thought this was some real ass shit that he did it. Like, that nigga looked me in my eyes. We were in 2nd period English class. I remember this like it was yesterday. He looked me in my eyes and he was like, you know what? And this was a close friend of mine. He goes, you know what? Jalen, I'm actually really jealous of you and your dad's relationship.
Damn.
And I thought, and I didn't take it like, bitch, what the fuck you said? You what? You know what I'm saying? I ain't turn up. I remember at that age being like, this is interesting. Like, let's unpack this.
How? Like,
Like how?
Like, wow.
And so he was just like, because the thing is, he was like, my father is in my life. Like, he went to his dad's house, like, he went to his daddy's house like every motherfucking weekend. So, but he was like, I feel like when I'm at my daddy house, like, he don't even be paying me attention for real. And I'm like, oh my God, because his daddy was always worried about the next the hoes that was coming. His daddy was always out and about. Like, he like, I go to my daddy house. He was like, I have a daddy, and that nigga barely even cares.
Yeah.
And he was like, and your dad is in your life. He cares. Like, when I was an athlete, yes, an athlete, don't play. When I was in 9th grade and I played basketball, like, my daddy was at my games.
Yeah.
Even in like middle school, in high school, like when I was an athlete all through in high school, my dad used to come to my games. And he used to be one of the few daddies that was there.
Definitely.
And that's when I, like, in 9th grade, after my friend told me, like, hey, I'm actually very jealous of that and I wish I had that. Like, and it wasn't like a envious, like, I hate you because you got a relationship with your daddy.
No,
it was like
a damn.
It was like a damn, I wish I had that.
Right.
And for him to say that at like 14, 15, I always thought that was amazing. A, to tell your friend.
Yeah.
B, how he handled it. And I remember telling him, like, well, yeah, like, when my daddy around, you can always hang out with him. I would literally, like, I was like, shit, y'all can have that nigga too. Like, that nigga could be y'all daddy. Like, that's cool, but you're very right. Like, males, these students don't even have males in their lives.
And if they do, they're on the streets.
Yes.
Especially working in the area we work
in, definitely.
Yeah.
So
moms too, though.
We gonna do one of these. We finna let's unpack it all.
Let's tie the ribbon. I mean, take the bow off.
And let's talk about it.
And
So we going to you, Pooh.
it.
So give us, like you said, the moms be in the streets, and also give us your point of view as a young Black teacher.
So I started off in 2018. My first school was predominantly white school. Yes. I don't think I've ever had any issues with, just being a micromanager, like any student-teacher relationships that were negative. When I started and I went to where I am now, I'm at a full Black school, literally. It's all minorities there. I've had a good experience. I've never, like he said, with the kids, the relationships occur like this. Kids know when you real and when you fake. That's one thing.
Side note, we're everybody's school mom and dad.
Literally. Kids be still telling us that. But like, kids can see quick, they see through the BS quick. And they're like, is he or she really here for me? Or are they just on some BS and they just here for a check? Baby, we not there for a check.
Ain't there for baby,
we're not there for a check.
Baby.
I left where I was at making way more. Okay?
So it ain't the check, baby. It's the passion, baby.
Hello. I've never had a negative relationship at work with the students or just like the period with my coworkers. I feel like we just have a really good relationship with one another. I've never had a bad experience with my coworkers. Of course, you have minor things that go on, but other than that, I've never had any issues. Now, the kids will flock to you and they want you to be their mother and father. And then once they start opening up to you, you see why, like, dang, you got this going on, you got this going on. And you wonder why some of the kids coming to school,
with
they be having bad attitudes. But then you have to think about their home life. Like, their mama done woke them up, cussed them out. They done told them, get your
put a motherfucking phone bill in their name.
They didn't even eat last night.
They didn't eat last night.
Taking care of their
siblings. That's a big one. A lot of them will come to school and be knocked out. And I'm, what's wrong? Oh, I had to do this last night. My mama had to work. It's a lot of kids, their parents are from different countries and they come over here, their parents got to work and they come to school tired because they got to take care of their 3, 4, 5 younger siblings.
Hello?
It's a lot.
And it's like, it give like, you only 12, but your childhood is robbed from you. You're doing adult things at 12. And school is the last motherfucking thing on your mind because like, even with me, like I remember my parents like, and they were always like, y'all, get your education. And it was just like, I always knew like shit, education first. But that's something that I was privileged to. And I had to realize that shit like, and a lot of people won't say that shit like that they have like certain privileges in life, but that's the real deal. Like
definitely.
That's a real privilege to be able to hello.
I be like, dang, because
bitch,
I'm like,
some of my classmates. I remember right hand to the man. So my mama didn't let me get no job until I didn't get my first job until I graduated high school. And I got my first job 2 weeks after I graduated high school.
For real?
That's literally me too.
Oh, wow. I was working at 16.
Girl, my sister was too. My sister was working at 16, but she was way more responsible than me. Yeah. And so my mom was like, okay, she worked at 16. You just focus on school, because if I had a job, I truly think I would be like, bitch, I got me a check. Fuck school. But, like, fuck school, how? Fuck school, I'm a rapper.
Not for no $300 check.
Girl,
you know, that's how much them checks was. But
them checks was $300.
But you know, we can do a lot with $300 back in the day.
I thought you meant today. You see my face.
Oh, wait, now, no. But when we were teenagers, literally 10 years ago, we could have did it.
Hollister. Designer down, baby.
Bitch, this out, Forever 21, Hollister.
I used to love AirPods.
Rule 21.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Pink. Pink. What's it? The girls were wearing the pink. The girls had the
bougie girls.
The bougie girls had the pink warm up.
Miss Me jeans.
And now they be in high school, child wearing designer,
Balenciagas,
Prada,
everything.
Prada.
And a bitch ain't even proud of you. Hello. Hello, bitch. Cause what? What? Cause you wearing Prada and you making F's.
Right.
You making F's.
Let's
talk about it. Bitch, you making F's and wearing Prada.
You out here
bitch, you need to be wearing Fendi.
And your child ain't even
Girl, buy designer for your child.
Now
bitch.
look, I really feel like if your kids, because my kids gonna be,
But if they doing
if it's what they're doing, what they're supposed to do. I feel like if your kids are doing what you're supposed to do, they supposed to do in school.
Yes.
And you got the money to do it, hell yeah, spend that bread on your kids. But Prada and an F, or Prada and you can't put a sentence together, that's not...
a bitch, like I said, a bitch need to be wearing Fendi. If they give F's, bitch, a bitch need to be wearing Fendi. Bitch, wear the type of grades you make, hoe. You need to wear whatever.
Not making B's, don't wear
Balenciagas, bitch. Hello? Goddamn, don't wear it. Don't motherfucking wear it, bitch. Ooh. Do not, because that shit be pissing me off. And then when the kids be having y'all, I'ma say it, I don't give a fuck how a hoe feel. When these proms be happening,
they be looking nice.
They be looking amazing.
They be looking too grown.
They be looking amazing, but them hoes do be looking grown. Them niggas too. But the number one thing is, I don't give a fuck. I don't feel like you should go all out if you're not going to college. I'ma say it.
That is true.
If you're not going to college, what are we? Prom is supposed to be fun in the bitch. What the fuck? You going to prom and next thing you working at the oil rig.
What's wrong with the oil rig?
Ain't shit right. No. But ain't shit. You ain't go to. Then why you ain't do it? Exactly, bitch. I'm saying, you know what? The oil rig do make money, but bitch, you 18 and you have more to. I'm not gonna.
Definitely.
You're 18. You have more to offer the world. And there's nothing wrong with the oil rig because niggas do make money at the oil rig. Do not get that wrong.
They go there.
But for a high schooler to go from high school to the oil rig, I feel like you have much more to offer.
You gave up on life. You just said
you gave up, and you said, you know what? This job, it's a hardworking job for a lot of money when you have more to offer. So I do stand on that. Okay. But if if a bitch, a matter of fact, let's take it more local because the oil rig do have a little bread. Bitch, if you did all of this shit for prom, and I catch a bitch working at Walmart in the fall, how?
Or a call center.
Fuck you, because you don't need to be or a call center.
What is wrong with that? I do not job shame y'all because a job is a job. I mean, you're going to get a check regardless.
Girl,
that's the only thing.
For prom, no, I'm just regarding for prom.
Okay.
I'm just saying for the prom situation.
Like going all out, like, ooh, my child buying all this extra stuff, and then the next week, your child ain't even signed up for FAFSA, ain't even moving into college, ain't doing nothing.
Bitch, you just getting
all that and they laying on your couch.
Laying on your couch. Hungry as hell. Talking about mama, what we eating. Then they going to motherfucking Walmart.
Sure.
And the call center.
That's really
shout out to the call center bitches because a lot of my friends work at call centers. But it's like, bitch, from high school to
settle.
Don't settle. Yeah. Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't settle.
Don't settle. And as an 18-year-old, I feel like you have much more in the world to offer than just going to straight work. And I always feel like you rather be doing this than going to school.
Right. And
I always feel like that.
A lot of kids, because I be talking to my kids about school, and they be like, the only reason like they don't think about college, one is because nobody in their family
has introduced it to them.
That's true. Because
true.
They're like, oh, I don't want to.
I don't need it.
I don't want to go through all the school again. I'm like, college is way different.
It's
than
different.
Middle school. Like you make your own schedule.
Dude.
You wake up whenever you want to. You can you do as you please. Like yes, you're going to class, but it's like rewarding.
Yeah.
Like you're literally meeting so many different people from different places, making new connections, learning more about yourself. Like college is not just about, it is about work, but you know what I'm saying? It's not.
I know exactly what you're saying. You learn.
It's a whole new lifestyle.
Yeah. It's a whole new lifestyle. You learn. I got independent in college. I got responsible in college. Like, and then you learn so many life skills that you'll never learn if you have not been in that setting.
That is definitely true.
If you have not been in the college setting, there are literally life skills that you will miss out on. And then you wonder why, and this is literally no tea, no shade, but I'm still stand on what I said. But it's literally like you wonder why now you're 28 and you don't know how to A, make friends off a rip, B, know how to know certain resources that you could have learned when you were younger.
Right.
Like, see,
communication,
formal,
informal communication.
Yes.
Like
you could have learned all of that in college.
Yeah.
Oh, I never realized how much in college
We have to code switch.
Yeah.
You could go from, hump day to...
Yeah, bitch, to, now today here's my research project. Like, you can do that. And, like, you learn that in college.
Yes.
And that on top of many more social skills that you learn. And it's just like, when bitches miss out on that, that should kind of be, I be like, damn, I really do feel, no tea, no shade again, but I really do be feeling like, damn, that person would have been so much better off if they like would have went to college. Like they would have.
I be thinking that.
Yeah, like they would have because you would have learned so many things. So, can y'all give both of y'all used to work at white schools at one point in time. Can you give like compare and contrast of the white school and the black school?
Yeah.
Being teachers.
Well, my first 2 years I was at a white school. No names.
Well, yeah, baby. Don't say your school name.
But it was very diverse. Like I would say, it was Title I, and it was a ghetto white school, like breaking up fights every day. But comparing like that school to my school now, I would say I'm more comfortable at my current school than I was at my first school that I started off at. Why? I don't know. I just feel like being amongst like black other like educators, like I don't know, that just helps you and motivates you. Because you see, we all rocking our shit, so it's just like, damn, like, and I'm learning from y'all, but in my other school, only the black teachers helped me.
Of course.
Mind you, it was only 10 of us, probably like 12. And it's like my first, literally like I got that job at your brunch. It was birthday brunch.
Yeah,
I got that job. Literally, y'all, I got that job then. School started the next week. I didn't have nothing prepared. The first day I walked into the building, literally all the black teachers just came and was like, okay, we're going to take you to the store. We're going to get your classroom together. We're going to help you with your lesson plans. Literally
I was
all of that.
That is amazing.
While everybody else just looking at me like,
well, you better fend for yourself.
Bitch, you better fend for yourself.
Mind you, that was the COVID year, so I was half in person, half online. This is my first year teaching, baby. I barely know how to teach, so I know how to teach online. But the black teachers literally helped me so much. And shout out to them because I still talk to each and every one of them.
I was just going to ask you that. Do you still talk to them?
I still talk to each and every one of them today.
Period.
And I'm so grateful for them. Because they helped me.
I love it.
But like comparing, I feel more comfortable in my new school. Yeah.
For me, when I started working at my predominantly white school, I've always started off secluded because I have to get to know people first before I actually jump in and talk to them and things of that sort. Didn't really have an issue there, but my compare and contrast that I would like to bring up is the resources. I could see the resources in the white schools and then the resources that we have to do now. A lot of the times the resources that we have now, we make those resources.
Right, that is true.
Out of our own pocket, with our own money. And we just got to make something out of nothing.
Right.
Versus at there, we got everything that we needed, and it wasn't really, you didn't really have to stress for anything. So, yeah, that's a lot to go into. But being around a whole bunch of Black educators, it is, you're yourself more. You know, you can you can relate to the kids more. The kids will actually sit and listen to you, or like when you try to redirect them, they'll be like, okay, yeah, I get where she coming from.
Yeah.
You can get to them better.
I love that. Cause like, I be like, damn, I'm glad. I thank God I went to HBCU because that's what taught us how to do shit like that. Like, that's what taught us our resources. That's what taught us how to make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get this, even in college, we don't get the same resources as them big white schools.
And don't.
Like, we don't. So we really have to make something out of nothing. And that's why I feel like it's amazing what y'all doing, going to teach them Black kids at that Black ass school. Because I'm really a for us, by us type of bitch.
Period.
And I feel like we do have to do stuff for us, by us, in order to uplift the community in real motherfucking life.
It's
Point
a lot.
blank, period.
It is so, it's a lot.
So within reaching the community, we're going to start off about a couple of new laws that have been passed in the state that we live in. So this segment is called Pour It Up.
Okay.
So the Pour It Up segment is basically where we talk about things within social media or just on the internet and articles that I found. So we're going to talk about, Texas just passed 774 new laws. For those that know, the state of Texas, which is where we live in, has passed 774 new state laws. So I am going to, in all of these laws fall under different categories. I'm going to talk about the education issues. And if y'all know of any others, feel free, you know what I'm saying, to inform me. Okay. But, so we're going to start off. The first issue is, it says chaplains in school. So they have a new state law that would allow school districts to replace counselors with unlicensed chaplains. So for the people out there that don't know what a chaplain is, that is a religious official. So yes. So we can, how I feel about that is, I truly feel like you should leave counselors to counsel people. They're professionals.
And not make schedules.
And hello, and because why was the counselors making schedules?
That's why you ain't never free, because you making my schedule.
Okay. And I can't talk to you about shit. Girl, I'm mad at my mama because she said I'm grounded.
And you
because she caught me doing this crazy shit. She told me I was on punishment. She took my phone. And I want to talk to you because you're the school counselor.
Up in there doing schedules.
And you doing schedules, bitch. Come on now. But that is sick in the head. So I feel like as counselors need to counsel students because those are the kids who really need it. We do not need, I'm going to say it, this is how I feel personally. I don't feel like religion should even be put in the public school setting. I feel like you should leave that to your family and your personal. Like that's your personal life. When it comes to religion, when it comes to school, everybody's on the same playing field, and that's what they need to do. And they don't need religious officials because that also blows into the stereotype of just pray it away, baby.
It does.
And it's like, you cannot pray bipolar disorder away.
You cannot.
You can't. So these kids are going through real mental health issues.
Definitely.
And you bringing in a chaplain just won't do anything, babe.
Can I chime in on that really quick? This is a prime example that the people that pass these laws, education and
know nothing about the school.
They know nothing because why do you not want to talk about religion in school, but you're going to put a chaplain in the school?
That make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Counselors are there to counsel children on their mental health issues. A chaplain, why would you put a chaplain in
it just don't
in place for a school counselor? That doesn't make sense. They went to school for school counseling. They know how to handle their business. They know how to get the kids what they need, the resources that they need. That's just too much. Why would you do that?
That's exactly.
But again, a prime example if they don't know what they're doing. That don't even make sense.
Yeah,
maybe they don't know at all.
That don't make sense at all.
So the second one, which is also sick, are book bans. Another new law under litigation, HB 900, requires booksellers and vendors to assign ratings to books with sexual content before selling them to school districts.
You know, like with that in my old school, I'm a realistic teacher. So we was doing a book project and I wanted to read my kids to read The Hate You Give. mind you, with that district, this was on like the book list for me. It was approved for me to read.
Can you do a brief synopsis of what the Hate You Give is, just in case?
Basically, it's about police brutality. A little girl growing up in the hood, but she had to code switch because she went to a predominantly white school. Then her best friend got shot by the police, and it was basically like what's going on right now.
Ain't it a movie like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same movie.
Yeah,
it's the same movie in the book.
Yeah, I've seen that commercial.
So I wanted my kids to read that book. Mind you, I'm at a predominantly white school, but the book is not anything racist. It's literally what we're living through right now.
Exactly.
I was going to say, you mean life?
This was
right
in 2020. Literally,
police brutality was literally at an all-time high.
At an all-time high. So, like, I'm like, okay, let's read this book. Y'all, we got to the first chapter. Parents calling up to the school. Mr. Bernard is opening my child's mind to stuff that my child should not be thinking of at the age of 13, yada, yada, yada. I'm sitting here like, baby, do you watch the news?
Not only...
Do you see what your child is watching on Instagram?
That's what I was about to say. Do you look at their history on their phone? Because they exposed to a lot that y'all don't know about.
Hello?
But they twerking in the bathrooms.
Twerking in the bathrooms.
Or vaping in the restrooms. And you worried about me helping them read
watching
a book.
all type of stuff.
You a damn book that can help them. Your child don't even know how to read.
Fluency is not there.
Hello?
Semantics are not there.
Very sad.
But I say that to say, like, now that same book is banned. But if you read the book, there's nothing sexual. There's nothing bad.
I read the book myself.
And there's nothing bad.
There's nothing bad.
Yes,
it's literally real world. It's a
real
realistic
world
book.
issues.
But it's banned.
That's fucking stupid. No, go ahead.
I would like to go on the book ban as well. A lot of the books that they're trying to take out of the school, the kids are very interested in. The kids already have a hard time reading, or they think reading is boring, and it's because y'all making them read about John Smith and Pocahontas. And it's the wrong story at that. So it's the whitewashed version. Yeah. In the Middle Ages and stuff. And the kids like, oh, we don't want to read this. Like, you have to expose them to stuff that they're used to every day or things that they're interested in, because they're not going to want to read. That's the only way you're going to get a child to read.
Is if it's interesting.
To introduce it to real world, connect it to real world, and just...
And my thing about that is they expect the teachers to make connections between a lesson and real world. But you're not letting us read a book
about the real world.
That don't make sense. And this coming from two top ELA teachers.
Hello, two top ELA teachers. Put respect on that.
Yeah.
Another part that bothered me, it said schools would have to get parental consent before a child can access sexually relevant material in the library, but sexually explicit books cannot be sold to schools. This is where I chime in. So, and we've definitely, you know how I feel about like sex ed in schools. I feel like this is horrible. I'm talking to the camera real quick because I gotta let them know. So I feel like this is horrible because we already have a very high. What a lot of people try to do is do away with teenage pregnancy and young people having sex, when that is something you cannot do away with because they are human beings, babe.
Okay.
All human beings like to have sex. The moment you get horny, you want to have sex. So you cannot stop a teenager or a preteen having sex. The most you can do exactly, thank you. They're gonna sneak. The most you can do is prepare them. That's why I'm a big advocate on, like, when it comes to sex ed in schools, please prepare those kids. Teach them how to wear condoms. Yes. Teach them, stop teaching fucking purity. Purity culture literally needs to be abolished.
Also teach them about hygiene.
Teach them about hygiene and that.
Back in school, definitely.
Put health. I didn't know they took health out.
They took health out. Some school districts still got it. Some school districts, because of the money issue, we don't got the money like that.
My first school have health.
Yeah.
Got you.
Not
bring back health. And when it comes to sexuality, you need those in those books so kids can know what certain things are. They know how to label certain things, just in case they need to see stuff like that so they can know their body, so they can know if something inappropriate does happen. This is where this person touched me. This is what happened. And they also, like stuff like that, as well as when it comes to them, you cannot prevent a teenager from having sex.
You really can't.
You can't. So you need to, like I keep saying, you need to teach them preventative measures on how not to get an STD, how not to get pregnant. That's what you need to be teaching. That's literally what needs to be taught. So them with the sexual books, not having it is literally a disservice. It's gonna make teen pregnancy rise Because y'all think it's gonna make it stop. When you stop exposing somebody to something that only makes their curiosity flare more.
I was going to just get into that, like they're going to give themselves the wrong information, or they're gonna try to teach themselves, and that's the problem now. Y'all letting the internet
teach your kids
and influencers and YouTube teach your kids when you need to be sitting down and teaching them, or like giving them the real and saying, I don't want you to do this, but if opportunity happens, or if something happens like this is what you need to be prepared for, because they're going out on, like, social media platforms and getting the wrong information from the wrong people.
Hello.
People that really don't care.
And please,
don't care or don't know.
Don't care. And please stop letting TikTok and Instagram teach our motherfucking kids. Because if I hear one more Instagram influencer asshole say click, the word is clitoris. Like, please, you hoes need to get it together. Like, these kids need sex education in the school. Number one, they need that. It ain't no way around it. Like, it ain't no way over it, under it.
Right.
You need it.
Definitely.
Especially high school for sure.
High school for sure. Middle school.
Middle school too. Yeah, because people do be...
They help.
Yeah.
But you know what? Put it in middle school too, because there are middle schoolers that have sex.
I understand.
And that's a real thing. Like, middle schoolers that do, they need the education. They need the education. They're people. Everybody wants that. So as a child, you need to know, like I said, you can't stop them from doing it. You can only help them how to do it in a safer manner.
Yes.
And that's something that a lot of people don't like to hear.
Exactly.
But that's also the truth.
It is.
Another law that Texas has input is the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Ban, SB 17. It dismantles DEI offices at public Texas universities. The law doesn't take effect until January 2024, but many colleges have already put changes in place. This is my camera, right? Okay. First of all, this is why historically Black colleges and universities are a thing.
Yes.
And the only people mad, and this is no tea, no shade, and this does not give them the right to do this at all. It don't give them the right to do this. But this is why doing stuff for us and by us is important. Because when your institution decides to get rid of you, guess what institution's arms are open to you? Right. Because we're your community. Number one.
We're here for you.
Yeah, we're here for you.
We were built for you.
Literally built for you, even since slavery. So it's like, I feel like these white schools ain't doing nothing but showing their true hand, which is what we already knew was going to happen. We already knew that shit was going to happen.
Yeah.
We knew one day that was going to get bold enough and be like, girl, let's just dismantle all this shit.
And that's why, honestly, no shade to y'all, but I always side-eye people, like Black people that went to PWIs, because I'm like, why? Why? Because you're going to go...
Girl, with the pride.
You're going to go there and struggle.
It's not even that they picked it, it's the fact that you try to downplay HBCU.
Right, there you go.
Pick where you want to go, but you don't have to
don't downplay it.
As a...
Because, baby, I ain't struggling my HBCU.
Like you struggling. Hello, like you did at your PWI. I had a ball, baby. I was going to home day.
over there struggling.
Hello.
Looking for that Black Association or whatever.
Looking for that BSU, Black Student Union, Black Student Association. How please? How school was Black?
Yeah.
How school was Black. Y'all was looking for that, and girl, we had it at the school. Y'all gotta find a community. When I wake up and walk outside my
really
door,
don't want you at y'all school. These people really don't want you at y'all school.
They don't. And why does it? If it's so, and then this my thing, bitch. Y'all was doing diverse DEI, and the school only 5% Black.
5.
Girl, how is this? If that. How is this even DEI?
I'm gonna tell you why it's DEI.
Hello?
Because under the DEI umbrella now, people of color is not all Black people now. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
People of color is everybody that's not white.
Child.
People of color.
Girl.
We all not people of color, because if you gonna take somebody's side, whose side you think they gonna take?
Not mine.
White.
So... yeah, that's why, they did have a lot of DEI on campuses and things like that, but DEI under that umbrella, like I said, is people of color, and people of color can range from many different things.
Right, Asian.
Literally. That's
Literally.
Asian,
So
Indians.
that's why.
Literally.
That's why.
And it's crazy because, like, going back to the PWI girlies who always have something to say about that.
Always,
You know,
they always got something to say.
I didn't go to PV because my mama said it's a party school. Bitch, you went to Texas State
And
they
that's
literally
a party school.
It's
That's
a super
party
party
every day.
school.
Jumping in rivers and stuff.
Yeah, y'all jumping rivers. You went to A&M, party school. You went to SFA, party school.
Y'all have a whole street at A&M.
Every university and college is a party school.
So
we're young and trying to have fun.
We
so
just
it's
have
be
fun
a
at
party
PV
school.
with our parties.
Exactly.
We go viral with our parties.
We go viral and we have a ball. And y'all want to be at our parties because y'all be at our parties. And don't even go to the school. And the thing is, like, y'all be like, I only went there because my school, my degree got more. It's more opportunities out there when people see A&M. Baby, let me tell you something. I got two of them. I got a bachelor's from a black school, this school.
And
I got a master's from a white school.
Period.
And when I went to the white school, I was demolishing, and my grades were way better than the black people who came from other white schools.
Yeah,
Like, my grades were way better.
definitely.
And it's like, so that whole myth of like going to a white school makes you better, it don't, because you can go to a black school and get the same type of education.
It's just what you want to do.
Hello?
Right.
So if you
and how
don't
hard
go,
you're willing to work.
Exactly. So if you don't want to do it, of course you ain't gonna.
Of course. What? You not finna do that.
Child.
Now that
Shout
you
out
say
to
that,
y'all PWI
that is
girls.
so true.
Yes.
We got our master's degree from the same
same place.
which is a private school, and a lot of them kids came from private schools or PWIs. And my grade's better than yours.
My grade's way better than
But
yours.
you're talking about HBCUs.
You talk so much about HBCUs.
All we did was party.
And I did party. And I made great grades.
Good grades.
Okay, and I made great grades while partying.
Good grades.
So it's like everything, all of those, I truly feel like, and slavery play a part in that shit too. When them people be wanting to go to white schools and I go to black schools because they always make you think white is right. But if the girls be scared to touch on that. Not me. But, so another thing I also want to talk about is this TEA takeover.
Oh, with HISD?
Yes, with HISD. And I feel like this is nothing but the government putting their hands in something they don't know about again.
They don't know about.
They don't.
And when you're in a district that's mainly black and Mexican, and
HISD
then
is heavily minority.
It's minorities everywhere.
District out of every district
to take over. So the article said,
Also,
what you was gonna say?
Beaumont ISD was
Taken over.
taken over by
Dallas
the state of
ISD
Texas,
too. The man that's the HISD, I believe, came from Dallas.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I didn't even know that.
Districts were taken over by the state.
Yeah.
Really? And all of those districts are heavily minorities.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, y'all ain't from Texas.
They are.
Like, they're heavily minorities. So I'm gonna read. So it says many Houston independent school district families and employees are concerned about the potential impact of the state officials once again trying to strip power from the district's elected school board members. So it says, what is the state planning to do? It says the TEA notified HISD leaders Wednesday that they intend to install a new board of managers in the district. If the process is completed, HISD's non-elected board members would temporarily lose all of their power, and the state would transfer authority to a different group of 9 people. So hold on, y'all, because this one here we go. This part is the part that pisses my soul off, bitch. So it says, what does this mean for HISD students, staff, and families? The short answer, we don't know yet.
But what they did do was trying to take the lobbyers away.
They did.
Oh, they already did? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they've already done
they're
it.
discipline centers.
They're
So that's what they're trying to do.
And
the school to prison pipeline, basically.
The school to prison pipeline is a thing.
You're saying that discipline centers are more important than lobbyers?
And it's not.
Hello? That's the thing, bitch. A discipline
That's
center.
crazy. Now that's crazy.
Y'all are literally telling them, you're training them to go to jail.
Right,
Yeah.
basically.
You're literally training them to go to jail. That's exactly what you're
Basically.
doing. That's why you can't file and be a part of this shit. Like, the fact that you, as a government entity, are trying to take over a whole district. But when they ask you what are your goals and what are you trying to do, the fact that you say, we don't know yet.
They don't know nothing. TEA don't ever know nothing.
That's crazy.
You don't know nothing, but my thing is, if you're gonna come and take over certain districts, babe, you don't have an outline for this. You don't have a plan for this.
It's an
Like you
experiment.
should have, right?
Thank you. It gives. This is a social experiment.
It is.
We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Let's just see how this gonna work.
Yeah, let's see how this
just
works
try
for
it
the first
out.
year. Let's see
HISD
what
gonna be
it
our
is.
crash dummies.
They originally took
Guinea
over.
pigs.
They originally took over HISD because they weren't producing. So their test scores, they were like low-rated
But if
schools
you
and things
had
of that
more
sort. But
resources-
let's really talk about test scores now. Let's talk
Let's
about
get
the
into
test
it, because that
scores.
wasn't even on my
So,
outline.
for like STAR test now, kids only need, I believe, like a 25% or a 27% to pass.
Mind you, when we had a
That's-
25-27, that's an F.
Bitch, and
It is.
you might repeat the
So
grade.
it's kind of like, are you really doing this to push them to be like successful or
Right.
like grow these kids, or like what are you doing this
And they
for?
also
Because
don't retain kids no more.
they don't retain kids anymore.
I heard that.
They
Should I
don't.
think T told me that?
They don't retain kids. So if they can go the whole school year with failing,
Mm-hmm.
they can then take MAP tests, fail. They could take STAR tests, fail, and then they're gonna go to the next grade. So my thing is, if they're not performing, what are the kids perform? Like, what are they doing? Like,
Right.
how are they supposed to perform for 27%?
27%.
So like, what is
27, 25, whatever. It's in the 20s. I know
It's
that
in
for
the
sure.
Yeah, it's in the 20s.
So they're basically the bar's in hell.
Basically,
The bar is set down here.
low.
And instead
Everybody
of keeping
can
it where it
pass.
is and actually putting resources in these kids in the schools or money in the schools to actually get these kids where they need to be, y'all lowering the bar. So what does that mean when it comes to, that's why when y'all talking about college, what does it mean when it goes to college?
Right.
Because when we take MAPS tests and stuff like that, that goes into college. That's literally testing kids to see if they're going to be able to pass an SAT to get into college.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we doing
And
now?
they're allowing them to fail that?
If the national range to pass the STAR test, I know for 6th grade for ELA is 210. If your students are scoring 190s and 200s on it, that's already telling them, oh, you ain't finna go to college.
15 for 7th grade.
You're not finna go to college. So what are you really doing? You're taking over a school district, but the bar is already set low. So you would think somebody with a smart that went to school for education or was a principal, assistant principal, that got their degree in this, the smart thing was to do is, instead of cutting the fees or whatever, you should be putting more money and resources in the school and putting more people in here to get them where they need to be versus taking everything out or they really need, like literacy, and having them pass by 25%. That don't make sense.
Passing at 25% is fucking crazy. If I would have ever tried to bring a 25% home, bitch, my mom would have slapped me through the door. Like,
I believe
wouldn't even made it through the door.
When we took tax, I took tax. I know
we
y'all
took tax, yeah.
I believe a 70% was not even passed.
I was going to say,
maybe
tax,
a 60, maybe a 60, but all I need is a 20-some% to pass.
And baby, that's crazy because I was definitely one of the commended girls.
Commended performance.
Yeah, you know. I was a commended performance type of
performance.
Yeah.
And it's just like, now you telling me bitches can sneeze on their test and pass?
Yes. I'm telling you this for a fact.
That's sick.
Yes.
And it lets me know what education is. And that shit is really scary for the kids. It's like, the only hope you have is
your parent.
Yo, girl, why the fuck I was finna say
your
that?
Parent.
Your parent.
But it's kind of like,
and if your parents don't know shit, you need to find you a good teachers. Bitch, did I go to school or what? Bitch, did you go to school? Because you got an episode about school, you saying teachers. But the thing is, all you can really do is, if your mama always at work and she can't help you with school, the best you can do is
go to tutorials.
There you go. And find you a teacher that's gonna love on you and help you, bitch. That's really all you got, because
what it is.
If you just leaning on regular test results, bitch, you're gonna come out of high school an idiot. And don't nothing piss me off more than a
you gonna end up at the oil rig.
At that oil rig, bitch. Y'all gonna make money, but bitch, working at the oil rig and not knowing how to read is insane. Bitch. For real. My thing is, that shit is scary. And then, let's also tap on this. I saw on the news, it was a little article when I was tapping through Instagram. Is it true they really trying to, HISD, are they really trying to like let in uncertified teachers?
Yes.
Like, and I mean like, Bitch, I stand on everything I say. People who don't really have like
no background in teaching.
No background in teaching. They're finna let them teach, but like not have to be certified.
And that's crazy because you're taken up by the state because their data is low, but then you're trying to bring in teachers that don't know how to teach.
And exactly.
But you're losing you losing all the people who do.
Right.
Because they fed up. They
fed the fuck up. And then one thing is like, it's different when I'm talking about the people who don't have a background in education. Now, if you have your education degree and you're in a program where you're trying to get your certification and you've been teaching for a certain amount of years, that is fine. Because guess what, babe? I trust you a little more because you got a degree in education.
Right. Degree in education.
But you telling me a bitch off the streets
can just walk in there
can walk in and get to teaching them kids and you
wonder why they not like there's no.
And I went to school with this hoe. And that hoe.
I know how she was in high school.
I know how she was.
People can change. People can change.
That hoe's in slow class. But you telling me that hoe trying to read and teach them motherfucking kids, bitch. Girl, please. So, with that shit being said, we definitely gonna have to touch on this topic again.
Yeah.
But y'all did fucking amazing. Y'all are amazing educators and keep doing. Didn't even scratch the surface. But let the camera know where they can find y'all.
What you mean?
So, my
Instagram?
We gonna do the
he's a teacher.
Teacher. So you know what?
Comprehension.
You was finna
I was gonna say the teacher page.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me on my teacher page. It's all right. You
just hit me up and then I'll give y'all his and we'll go. Same with her. You want to get your teacher page or you just want
Miss K. Randall.
Miss K. Randall. That's where you can hit up Miss K. Randall and just hit me up for his.
On my teacher page, _Mr. Bernard.
The teachers. Yeah. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tea Time with Two Times. See y'all next time.